Joe, first of all, an official welcome to Gateshead. Obviously, you've been in the Northeast for a few days now, but now getting things fully sorted and everything. So how are you finding things in your first kind of few days around the place?
Yeah, really impressed. I think it's a really good setup. Lads seem class, the gaffer and the staff seem all really nice as well. Yeah, just happy to be up here.
Yeah, and how has it been kind of joining the first few training sessions really? I know it can probably be a bit of an intense kind of style, both playing and training as well, so it can sometimes maybe be a bit of a learning curve to get used to it first.
Yeah, I mean, this was my first session today, because obviously I watched the game on Friday, and then yesterday we was off, so this was my first sort of taste of a session, and obviously really enjoyed it. It's a good quality amongst the group. I feel like I could fit in well, and yeah, it was all good.
Yeah, and you mentioned the game on Friday there, watching from the stands. How was that in terms of for you? Because I know obviously coming into a team as a player and looking at where you might kind of fit into things is probably a bit different to when you're preparing to play against a team from an opposing point of view in terms of watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could fit in well after watching the game. Obviously, it was a really good result. Team played really well. Obviously, I play centre back. I think I can play well on the ball. Quite dynamic, quite athletic. So that's what the gaffer says he wants me to bring to the team, and then obviously whenever I get an opportunity to get on the pitch, then that's what I'm hopefully aiming to do, and just help the team wherever I can.
Yeah, and you mentioned the style there in terms of suiting you as a player as well, but how important do you feel like that is when you're coming into a side that you feel like it's, you know, kind of a good fit right off the bat, and that it's not maybe necessarily something that's going, you know, against the way you play naturally or anything like that?
Well, yeah, I think it's important, because then you don't have to change too much about your own sort of game. The gaffer's been great. He just said he wants me to, obviously the reason they brought me in is because they like what they see and they want me to continue to do that, and obviously fit into the group here, and then obviously whenever I get a chance to play, just show what I can do, and yeah, as long as you do your best, then that's all you can do really, isn't it?
Yeah, and of course coming into the side in quite a busy period, obviously getting towards the run-in now where obviously games have a bit more kind of placed on them from an external point of view, but how are you looking at that challenge of obviously trying to break into the team, but then if you get that chance, stay in there as well?
I'm just excited. Obviously the lads have done unbelievable this season, obviously fourth in the league now. That's because they're a good group and good players, and then obviously if I can add to their team, when I get my chance to play, if I can add to it and, you know, play well, then that would be great. But obviously at the minute it's all about results and getting in them playoffs, and then seeing where it takes us come, you know, the start of May, if we're in there.
Yeah, and then of course Easter Monday, the trip to Fylde next up caps off a busy week really with the 3 games in 6 days. But you know, how are you just preparing and looking ahead to that one from your point of view?
Yeah, excited. Obviously Fylde are on a good run. Obviously Gateshead are on a good run as well, so it should be a good game. The lads have won on Tuesday, they've won on Friday, so if we can get 3 out of 3 in the space of, you know, 6 days, 7 days, then yeah, 9 points, you can't complain. So yeah, that would be really good if we could go there and have a good showing and obviously try and get the 3 points.